Hi everyone, this is Rachel and I'm here with another scrapbooking process video. This is the quote I'm going to use on my scrapbook page. I'm going ahead and doing the Victoria Marie Facebook challenge this week, which is to use a quote and no photos. So I grabbed some things and I'm showing you a couple of things that I might end up using. This is the My Mind's Eye, the sweetest thing in the tangerine color collection, and those are some stickers from Chickadee. And then these are some things I cut out on my silhouette a while back that I thought I might use. Now, I did use my silhouette to make some of these words, be extra special. And then I also cut those flourishes in the corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to back those words with some pattern paper from the My Sweetest Thing, or The Sweetest Thing paper line I showed you earlier. So I'm grabbing some yellow pattern paper for the word sunshine, and then some blue chevron paper for the word North Star. Well, those would be words. The words North Star. And then I'm going to use a multicolor floral pattern for the word mom. And this font is the LW Simple, which I got either I bought it in the Silhouette store, or it's a free one, old free one from Creating Keepsakes. I don't remember which it is. But I'm just using my fine line bottle of Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to add a little bit of glue to the smaller pieces so they don't pop up, because I'm planning on putting this in a shadow box for my mom as a Mother's Day gift, as that's coming up in a couple weeks, and she wanted me to make her something as opposed to buy her something, so I'm acceding to her wishes. So I'm going ahead and putting in all the little pieces of the letters, and I accidentally grabbed the A filler part and I put it in the O, and then I go to look for the A and I'm like, oh wait, that's the O, and so, oh wait, that's the A. There we go. Let's get it in the right spot. So once I get that all set, I'm going to go ahead and start looking for paper to back the flourishes. And I decide on the bottom one, I'm going to use this geometric floral pattern. Now, I am using a 6x6 paper pad, so you'll notice the corner is going to be larger than the 6x6. I could have used a whole piece of paper, but I really wanted to fussy cut some flowers from the back of the paper I ended up using to back that upper corner. If that made any sense to you, you're an awesome person. So I'm going to fussy cut out these flowers. So I wanted to save some of them. So because the front of this, the flowers are very random, when I looked at trying to just piece it together, it did not look right. And I probably could have gotten away with it if I'd backed it somewhere else besides one of those big spots. But it was just easy enough to do what I ended up doing, which was cut it apart, because I was going to cover part of that with some fussy cut flowers anyway. So I went ahead and I fussy cut those out, and then I outlined them with my black zig marker just to kind of add a little bit of definition. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the flower pattern paper to the back, and I'm going to leave a gap basically right above where the word mom is, and then I'm going to do those flowers in kind of a cascading pattern that I had put together before, but you'll see me glue it together in just a little bit. So I go ahead and get that paper. Sorry, I get the glue all down on the cardstock so I can glue the paper down. The words, they just did not come. I apologize. So I get that down, and I'm going to go ahead and put the other one down. I'm just going to double check to make sure I am leaving the space in the right spot. Yep, and that I had enough room. I'm really trying to make sure I'm using quite a bit of glue, because it is going to go on my mom's wall and it won't be easily accessed by me. A couple of years ago, I actually made a series of gifts for my parents. For Mother's Day, I gave my mom a shadow box layout with her parents' wedding photo in it. And then for Father's Day, I gave my stepfather a shadow box with a picture of his parents' wedding photo in it. And then for their anniversary, which is in November, I gave them one with their wedding photo in it. So it was a scrapbooky year for gifts, and they really love it. They actually have it up in their house right now. I mean, and I made that for them probably like 8 years ago, like back when it wasn't when I first started scrapbooking, but back when I, was within the first 4 or 5 years of me scrapbooking. So I'm going to be using two different fonts for what I call connecting words, like is, but, our. I'm going to be using this everyday Amy Tangerine one in the, you probably can't tell here, but what it is a cream with a blue diagonal stripe. And then I'm going to use an L Studio in teal, which in the video looks super bright as compared to the pattern paper colors, but in real life is not as bright, and it is more like there's a teal in that pattern paper from the My Mind's Eye line. Now the black font is boho thicker. I like the combination of using the thickers and the stickers because it kind of mimics the I'm sorry, what I'm saying is the flowers I'm gluing down now, I glued flat and then added pop dots because it mimics what I'm doing with the quote, which is having some of it, like the thickers, be high, then the stickers, the L Studio stickers, be like flat on the page, and then the mom and the sunshine and the North Star being subset into the page. So I thought it was a nice, what's the word I'm looking for? Like layering of elements. So I used the upper flowers, and then I actually went back and I fussy cut out some more, and I added some to the bottom. And I don't know if you can tell, but I actually forgot to outline them in the bottom. But I went back after I was done and I added a little bit of outline. And I just used the brush part of my zig, like I have a two-sided zig pen, so I just went ahead and added that afterwards. It actually came out pretty good. It wasn't as easy as doing the other ones, but and this is the L Studio letters I'm using. And I actually ended up cutting out, as I said, this project took quite a bit of time, and I did cut quite a bit out of it. So these are the daiquiri thickers, and I use this for the word of. And I get all the way through the end, and I take pictures, and I went to bed after that, and I woke up the next morning, I came down, and it was still on my desk, and I kind of took one look at it and went, nope, I do not like that at all. So you'll see in the final picture, I took that out, and I just went back and started using the everyday ones again, because I was like, no, I really don't like that. So I grabbed these rain boots thickers, and I love these. They're so pretty and shiny and curvy, but they're just too big, and that Y hangs down over into the North Star, and it's just not gonna work. So I go ahead and I grab these ones instead. These are also Amy Tangerine thickers. I do not remember the name. I purchased these from another scrapbooker who was clearing out her thickers, and she asked if she minded if she cut off. She asked if I minded if she cut off the top so it would ship in a certain bag, and I said no problem. But then I accidentally tossed the top, so I have absolutely no idea what they're called. They're gray with like a thin line cross-hatched over them, and they have absolutely no stick left whatsoever. These letters were falling off as I was trying to get them back in. So it was actually kind of funny as I'm doing it. I'm like, what is wrong with stop falling out, stop falling out. So I'm down to my last word, which is nights, and I try once again to use the rain boots because I really do love this font, but it is just not working. It's going to end up being far too big, and I realized that once I tried to add the H, so I just put them all back, and I go back and I grab the boho like I started with. Now, it's so funny because the one issue everyone has with thickers is the fact that the only ones that have any stick are the foam ones. Now, these are foam ones, but oh my holy Moses, these have so much stick, I have a hard time getting them off the backing. I have a hard time with the H, I have a hard time with the G, and when it comes to the N, it's like pulling chewing gum off the bottom of your shoe. That thing ends up getting so misshapen, it takes me forever to get it back into a shape that, doesn't make me want to cry, is the fact that I'm giving it as a gift and I would like for it to, look nice. So, it sounds like if you guys listen to my videos, it sounds like all I do is complain about fonts, and that's not true, but I just thought that was kind of funny that, 2 videos in a row, and I'm going on a tirade about fonts. So I actually do finally end up getting the N into a shape I'm okay with. But I just thought it was kind of funny. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my Tim Holtz Tiny Type stickers. Oh no, first I'm going to add the feathers, of course. So these feathers are from the Silhouette store, and I printed them out, as I said, when I was printing out a Valentine's Day card. So I'm going to use, switching over, sorry, I'm going to use the Tim Holtz Tiny Type to put in the author's name. And now I'm poking some holes for the brads that go along with the line, the My Mind's Eye, the Sweetest Thing line. I just happen to have these left over from, I used them to make some cards, and I had 3 left over, and I used 2 of them. So I'm almost up with that. The other one just didn't really work. It says something like, the best day ever, or something like that, which just did not work with this. So I'm like, I'm not going to add it just to add it. So it's actually funny, because I don't know if you can notice at the top, but I actually forgot to put the centers in those in, and I accidentally threw them away when I was throwing some other stuff away. So I used the feather to kind of cover up that fact. Now these circles are another thing I printed out from the Silhouette store, and I just needed to poke a couple more of the spaces in the middle out. But I'm going to use my sticky dots by Thermoweb to glue those down. I thought they just added interest without taking up a lot of room, you know, because it's a pretty busy layout. You know, I didn't want to have it be all overly done. I do look at that spot in between the words "but the sunshine" and the feather, and I think there's just, you know, a little bit of trap space. It's not horrible or anything. So I grab these Chickadee diamond stickers and I start adding them, and I don't like it. So then I think, well, maybe I just need to add some more. Maybe it's not wide enough. So I start adding a little bit more to the sides, and I still don't like it. And then my roommate was sitting over next to me, and I asked her if she liked it, and she said no. So I took them back off. I know, I'm like, I was very wishy-washy on this, and I'm like, I know it looks super busy now, but when I was looking at it, it did not look busy. So I go ahead and I cut the ends off of the circles, and I ask my roommate again, do you like it now? So that's going to be it. Thank you so much. This challenge is from the Victoria Marie Facebook group. You can check it out on Facebook. Thanks so much, and have a great day, everyone. Flick me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Bye!